got great vocal control. Woo! So today we are going to check out a band called System of a Down. Now, System of a Down, I have heard the name of, and I feel like it's a band I should definitely know because it's like 90s, 2000s. I know a lot of my peers were into this band, and I think they're kind of like emo-y, rock and roll-y kind of thing. I just never did this period of my life getting into music, so here's a couple of reasons why. I feel like System of a Down might have been a group. I think they're emo, So we're gonna check them out today. Before I get into the video, do be sure to check out patreon.com if you wanna get these videos and comment before anybody else. You can also join Patreon or channel membership to get exclusive videos and behind the scenes footage of me and Mr. Cheesestofer, who went to the vet yesterday. He's okay, he just got his booster. If you do not have the means to do so, just like, comment, and subscribe. That is absolutely free to do, and I would really appreciate it. Okay, this song is called Toxicity. Toxicity, it's so dramatic. We're gonna find out a little bit more about the band after we listen to the music all the way through. Acoustic, nice.
Software version 7.0. Looking at life through the eyes of a tire hub. Eating seeds is a pastime activity. The toxicity of our city, No! What do you own the world? How do you own the disorder? No! Somewhere between the sacred silence and sleep. Somewhere between the sacred silence and sleep. Disorder!
It's got great vocal control.
More wood for their fires, loud neighbors. Flashlight reveries caught in the headlights of a truck. Eating seeds as a pastime activity. The toxicity of our city, No! What do you own the world? How do you own the disorder? No! Somewhere between the sacred silence and sleep. Somewhere between the sacred silence and sleep. Disorder.
That's gotta be sped up. Imagery, nice.
When I became the sun that shone life into the man's heart. When I became the sun that shone life into the man's heart.
It's over? I feel like I was just kicking in. Maybe there's a longer version of that. Also, I really liked his mic. I like a blingy mic, so big fan. As a person who's very into video imagery, I thought it was really, really cool imagery. Let's find out a bit more about the band and the song itself. I really liked when his voice was, he had great vocal control, like to the casual listener, probably sounded like he was just shouting in places, but like he went, oh, like it was really good. System of a Down is an Armenian-American heavy metal band formed in Glensdale, California in '94. Since '97, the band has consisted of Serge Tankian, Daron Malakian, Shavo Odagian, and John Dalmayan, who replaced drummer Andy Kachaturian. I did my best. Okay, the genre is described as progressive metal. Definitely felt like emo rock to me. This is something I'm discovering in comments. Like, one person will describe something as one genre, and somebody else will describe the exact same band or song as a completely different genre. And I think that's where my education is starting to build, that people can interpret a style of music completely differently. Okay, it definitely sounded like social commentary and some of the images being projected upon the band. That's what I was getting from the song. But let's find out the official intention of the meaning of the song. Okay, so the drummer said Toxicity was one of those songs where we hadn't done anything like it before. It required something completely different than any other System song did. Okay, so they were established when this song came out. The guitars are just, in some ways, really powerful, and in others, they just step back so that the melody can take over a little bit. So it's a really good combination of aggression and melodic elements, definitely heard that, which represent this album. Oh, interesting. During a performance at the 2005 Download Festival, Daron Malakian said the song was about attention deficit disorder, a condition that causes a person to have trouble concentrating. So yeah, to me, it kind of seemed more like a social commentary. Who am I to argue with the band? But that's what I took from it. Let's find out a bit more about the band itself. Where did their name come from? The group took its name from a poem that Malakian had written titled Victims of a Down. It's about standing against systems of oppression and violence and bringing the responsible to justice. Well, good for them. I'd love to do that more, but I'm just too lazy. Is System of a Down emo? That's a good question. They've recently started to classify themselves as emo in their most recent interview, as stated on their website. Okay, they've also been described as experimental rock. I wonder why that band member left System of a Down. In 1997, after 3 years with System of a Down, Kachaturian, I do apologize, had to leave the band due to an injury inflicted while practicing Jeet Kune Do after punching a hole in the wall and breaking every bone in his hand. No! Oh my gosh. That is devastating as an injury for a musician. Oh, the song is recognized as having been nominated for 4 Grammys, and they won an award for Best Hard Rock Performance for the song BYOB in 2006. Bring your own booze? However, they turned down the opportunity to perform at the Grammys. They said that's something NSYNC and Britney Spears do, not System of a Down. I love Britney. Why not? Go for it. They said they are influenced by everything from black metal to Motown. Well, those are 2 genres we haven't yet explored on the channel. Have we done black metal? Slipknot? Was that black metal? Ooh. During the Toxicity recording sessions, Malakian and drummer John Dalmayan engaged in a severe physical altercation, a confrontation they later regarded as a point of pride. Sometimes dudes just gotta fight it out, you know? That's like a thing women don't do as much come to physical blows. It's usually a war of words. That's very generally speaking, but interesting that happened within the band. We've seen so much conflict in other bands. I'm not seeing anything devastating or tragic coming up about this band, so that's unusual to me. Let's explore a little further. Okay, it says here that the reason they argued was over music and ideas. I guess that's a good reason for a band to argue. Malakian said, John and I were totally going at it. My lip was all cut up and I took a microphone stand and hit him across the head. And his head was all bashed in. Shavo and Serge were looking at us saying, oh man, we're done. But right after we fought, we took each other to hospital and got stitched up right next to each other. Both of us were sitting there laughing, saying, this is one of the coolest moments in the history of our band. Okay, well that's a positive way to look at it. Nothing is popping up about drugs or anything like that, which is like super surprising. I'm just gonna straight up Google drugs. There is nothing coming up involving this band using drugs. How refreshing. Let me know below in comments if you know any further details about that. Seems to me like this band kept their nose pretty clean, but I'm always interested in what you guys have to say, so let me know below in the comments. That's it for today. See you guys on the other side. Do you like your new seat? Did I wake you up? Sorry.